We're on this beautiful lake this morning. We got a call to take down a big dead cherry tree. Let's have some fun.
I called for this mature cherry tree, and because it's next to the septic area and a shed, and my neighbor, sometimes come across and we talk, branches have been dropping off over the last several years. Kept procrastinating, but now I have to do it, and say like when it's still safe to climb. These birch trees actually, when we had the ice storm, what was it, 95 or something? All these were hanging down. I remember going out there walking on top of the snow. I asked Justin, so I just would be heartbroken not to look at this white birch. So I just had him take the tops off, and I've been enjoying it for the last 10 years. I learned carving when I stopped working 11 years ago. I went to Ébéniste Saint-Jérôme, and it's a Belgian fellow who started a school there, and he was trained in classical European carving. Most people go there for furniture making, but I really wanted to learn how to carve wood.
Originally, I was gonna rig out all the back branches, but with this birch tree here, everything's gonna get snagged. So in order to preserve this birch, I think we're gonna change the game plan, and we're gonna go up and we're gonna just maybe make it a little shorter, do some work up top. I looked at trying to fell it one shot, but the house is just way too close. Like for sure, I think the branch tips would hit something. So in order to kind of keep this tree, otherwise we'd have to take it out, because I mean, it'd just be like hours of battling with every branch getting snagged up in that guy. I think the game plan is gonna be go up, make it shorter, and then pull the whole thing over right down here. All right, boys. Up we go. This thing's pretty big. Usually cherries here in Quebec, they don't get this size. So this thing is definitely matured out. 3/4 of its leaves. She said there was still some left on it, but it's just been dropping pieces all over the place. And there's a big gnarly rotten wound at the bottom as well. This ladder is goddamn wobbly. Oh yeah. Oh, there's a lot of weight going the other way. Yeah, if this birch tree wasn't like right under all these branches, it would be really fun just rigging all these guys out, but we'd have to cut this tree out, which isn't too cool. So we're gonna just try to work in a way that we can keep this little sucker going, and then he can grow up to be big like this guy. Cherry like this is pretty desirable around here for milling and stuff like that, just because it doesn't usually get this size. So probably get some really, really nice boards out of this tree. It's such a beautiful wood. It smells nice. It's great for burning too. So she's gonna get a lot of firewood out of here. Oh, you gotta love that winter climbing, man. Everything's frozen. The trees are like hard as rock. And definitely the hinges, they don't hold the same as in the summertime, so you gotta be extra careful. Okay, just gonna cut a little one, Darren. That's it, let's send it. I think I'm gonna go up this main stem, set up a lifeline, boogie over into this guy, and looking at it, I got a nice little drop zone in there. It'd be crazy to try to just like notch it down here, just get a pole rope up in there and then just cut it from here, but man, what a big piece. But we'll see. I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do yet, but I always figure it out. I'd like to send this one down too, but I wonder if it's gonna get snagged. Because a lot of this stuff we can just leave on so that when we pull it over, it all comes with the tree and we don't have to screw around with trying to pull everything out of these long birch branches. I'm just wondering, this guy, is it gonna come the whole way down? Nope. See, that's what's going to be the problem with if we were trying to rig all these branches out. Oh, this whole entire side here is just all over this birch. It's all gonna get snagged up. So if we leave it all on and we pull a huge piece over, it should just all come with it. We've got room to work down there, so just gonna cut a couple things, Darren. This thing?
Just that.
Yeah.
That piece, well, got a good lead back there, right?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go up and set up a lifeline up high in here so that I can kind of go up and work in this thing. Well, I could just cut these here now. That's it. As soon as I get myself nice and cozy with the lifeline up there, this top after I think will be an easy pull. It's more just this other side. It's got so much weight going towards the bush lakeside here that I think I'm gonna need to get up like quite a bit higher into this thing. And then once those heads are off, my only question is, because the whole tree is gonna have to fight because of this limb here. Once these heads are off, and we have this rigged on the come along down there to pull the whole tree over, is that one branch in here gonna get all snagged in this birch branch and kind of give us a bit of trouble pulling the tree over? So I'll have to consider that once the time comes for sure. We're all up in this side now. Are we gonna pull this out individually? What are we gonna do here? Kind of a mess, but start cleaning up and then things always seem to look brighter. It'd be a little bit rogue to just send this big piece down. I think we're gonna rig this guy out just so we don't bust the neighbor's little cedars down there. I'm just wondering, this back piece here, if we should get a lowering line and lower it out, or I think I can notch it to get it to come in behind my head and just like land down in this hole here. It's just, it's gonna get snagged on so much shit, that's the problem. I think I gotta go up and like take that off first. Yeah, I gotta clean up a bit more because it's gonna get all caught up. I don't want to send this down. Darren's not paying attention, so I'm just gonna wait. You just gotta watch out for that widowmaker there, Darren. There's like this dangler right here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So I'd like to try and get that out, but like just be careful if you're working under there, if that thing comes out. Okay, so this back top, maybe even like pepperoni cut, because there's so many things that can get snagged. I'm gonna try to just notch it down into that hole, see what happens. Just as long as it doesn't catch my lifeline, I think we're okay. Just gonna reposition here. Pretty much what I thought I was gonna do, but we're gonna get her. Woo! Wild thing. All right. I'm gonna get a pull rope up in this thing. I'll just have to pull the whole thing up and then throw it back down to you. It might be snagged a little bit, but yeah, so we'll pull this thing off of here. And then we'll pop the head off that guy, and then we'll have shortened it by quite a bit. What we're gonna do, I mean, there's probably 2.5 feet of snow down where the tree's gonna come down, but we're gonna take some of these branches and we're just gonna kind of line them up and create kind of an extra blanket, another little mattress, so that when the tree comes down, kind of protects the ground underneath the snow a little bit more. The septic caps are like over closer to the house, so we've got room to work with here, like for impact, but with all the branches down on the ground, it'll just help a little bit more. All right, ready? Will you pull that little dangler out too?
I was saying that you don't know what you're doing.
It's true. I just wing it every time.
That's how we get through today. All right.
You like that? This cherry smells lovely. Not like stinky poplar. Okie dokie. Okay. So strong, Darren. Yeah, so I'll just boogie back into here. I'll get my lifeline out. I'll just need the pull rope again, then we'll pull that sucker over. But then I just need to like evaluate what's going on with all those snaggers in the back, because they look like they're all pretty caught up in that birch. So unfortunately I might have to free up a few of those and then go up the birch and get them after. But a nice strong hinge, I think the come along can battle it through, because they're for sure gonna get snagged, but I think we can just pull them right out maybe. But yeah. Just this one's cold. Like, I'm not even joking, it's the end of it's the end of that one. Just gonna cut a piece of firewood off here while you're there, Darren. All right. Go for a little swing into the other one here. I just need a pull rope up here, so we're gonna just cancel out this lifeline here, send it down to Darren so he can clip me up a pull line on the good side of the tree, so I don't have to pull the whole thing up again and throw it down over. Should make it the whole way down to him. Beauty. Just gonna leave these two heads on. This one's kind of weighted the way we want it to go, so it's gonna help us out. All right, and we got our pull line here. Fantastic. Oh, Darren will be able to pull that. So yeah, so the idea our game plan. You can kind of see it good from here. All these branches that are coming out over the canopy of the other birch and the shed down there and everything. It'd just be a disaster to try to lower all these branches out. So if we just leave them on the stem and we pull the whole stem over, it should just bring everything down there for us, and then we can cut it all up over there, and then we don't have to like just battle with like this spider web of crap over here. So I just got to get down to under this Y. Pretty much where my feet are is where I'm gonna want to notch this thing. Be able to send a pretty good size head off of here, I think. Ready to rock? Nice. I like it. So yeah, the most problematic one would be that one right there. That is for sure gonna catch into that long birch branch, but just then if it stays up in the tree, then I'm gonna have to go up and get it. Like if ever like it peels off, that would suck. Let's just leave it on. Okay, so I basically just need the pull line again. No, that's all that stuff down there is great, because then when we pull the tree down on top of that, it's gonna keep it'll keep it elevated.
Leave it right there.
That's perfect. All right. And set this guy up right here. It's pretty golden. I like that. It's gonna be coming right down off onto the come along there and pull this whole thing right down. Boom. Made that tree quite a bit shorter now. I'm gonna notch it high too. Maybe like 4 or 5 feet up. I'm gonna have to try to maybe swing over and get some of those danglers there. See what I can reach from over here. All right, there she goes. Yeah, there's just that other one there. I think I'm gonna need the pruner. I really don't think I can swing out. That's like a good 10 feet on the opposite side. You can just hook it like to the bottom of my lifeline. That's what sucks about working when there's like just a canopy of trees like all around. Nothing comes out clean. Just that little branch gets snagged in the cedar, and I can't leave that there. Obviously I got to get it out, so little branch gotta go. All right, let's see what we can do. I'm gonna fire this thing out there. What side?
Can you get that over behind you? There's one in the tree right behind you.
Oh yeah. It's the Blair Witch Project, bruh. Oh, come on. Ayoy, kalis. Oh man, I came down in like really into the war zone, eh?
Okay, so the wood looks pretty nice up there. Just gonna make the notch a bit bigger. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, that should be pretty golden. Okay, you wanna crank her up? Okay, just gonna get out of here. I'll let the come along do the work. Yeah, that should be a pretty solid beeline right there. Watch it do its thing. Got about maybe like a 2.5, 3-inch hinge. And it's just, we just gotta fight through those stupid birch branches up there. But once it comes off of there, should be pretty solid. Yeah, Darren's almost got it now. I can hit the hinge a little bit more. Don't want to take too much off because I don't want it to twist on me, so definitely want to try and leave something there. It's just that one branch we were talking about that's keeping it from coming. Yeah, it's just that branch. It's really got it hooked good. It's starting to come off of it. Oh, you're almost there, Darren. Careful, those branches are gonna be long still. Woo! All right. Woo! Awesome. All right, everything went smooth. It's been a while since we've been up in a tree, so it felt good to get the blood flowing again. And live to see another day. We'll see you guys on the next one.